And who are the spirit guides? And what are these? What are these spirit guides? Are they just old relatives of ours? What are spirit guides exactly?
Spirit guides are the beings who are most involved in our day-to-day lives. They're overseeing what's going on. They know everything that's happening with you. The way they know this is through your vibration. So if you're happy, they sense that. If you're in distress, they sense that, and they come to your aid. They know what your life plan is. They know what you wanted to learn by coming here, and they help you in every way they can to learn what you came to learn. A lot of times, the way in which they help is through blocking you from doing something that you think you want to do and that you think is for your highest good. I'll give you an example from my own life. At the time, shortly before I embarked on the path that I'm on now, I was looking for other things to do in the corporate world. It hadn't yet occurred to me to delve into spirituality. I just knew that I was unhappy doing what I was doing. And so I applied for all these jobs that I knew I was well qualified for, and I wasn't getting any of them. And I had the very distinct sense that beings were closing these doors on purpose. Now, at that time, I didn't know what a spirit guide was, but looking back on it, it's very clear to me my guides closed those doors because I was supposed to go on the path that I'm currently on now.
Yeah, and I think that's something that so many of us can identify with, that we want certain things and it just doesn't happen for us. And we want it with all our, I mean, sometimes you're chasing that thing for 10, 15 years, 20 years, and it just never materializes for you. And the moment where you find that something that it's more aligned with what you are supposed to be doing, doors just swing wide open and things are so easy, and things that you would have never thought would happen without any real effort almost sometimes. And it's almost magical in the way that it happens. It's happened to me in my life a few times, but I can see so many times that people, I mean, I say this jokingly, but imagine if we would have gotten everything we wanted as a child or as a teenager, or God forbid in our 20s. I mean, we would have gotten into the wrong relationships, we would have gotten the wrong jobs, we would have been wrong opportunities. We would have gone into there's so many things that would have destroyed us if we would have gotten everything we wanted, every aspect, every point along the way. And if you think of it that way, then you're like, when things don't actually work out the exact way you plan, there's probably a good reason for it.
Yeah, there's a very good reason for it. And, the converse is true. A lot of the things that we think are absolutely terrible, when they happen, 5 years later, 10 years later, you look back and you say, you know what? That was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
No question. I had a guest once call it the hindsight window, is
Yeah.
when the moment it happens to the moment that you go, oh, wait a minute, that really was a good thing that happened to me. Thank God that happened to me the way it is.
Right.
That window is how long it will take you to let go of that negative baggage. Because once you understand that negative thing that happened to you, it could have been, you didn't get the job, you didn't get the opportunity, you didn't get the girl or the guy, you didn't fly off to Paris when you really, you had to stay in New York. You missed that train that derailed. things like that. You start realizing, because if you start, and as you get older, you look back at your life and you just go, that bad thing that I thought was absolutely life ending at the moment it happened. You look back 5 years later, I'm like, thank God I didn't date that girl. Yeah. Thank God that girl broke up with me. Thank God that job opportunity. Thank God I got fired that time, because I got fired, I launched my own company. If I wouldn't have never gotten fired, God knows where I would be, and so on. So it's really interesting. As you get older, you start looking at these things differently.
Yeah, and then the work that I do is very much focused on helping people to see the deeper spiritual meaning and purpose of their biggest challenges. When people do a between life soul regression, they talk to their counsel. The questions they ask are generally focused on the most challenging things, and they want to know, why did this happen? And the counsel will answer that question. The 3 books I wrote are organized by chapter, by type of life challenge. So that is very much the focus of what I'm doing.
To watch the full video, click on the link below, and don't forget to subscribe.